Welcome to Anime Unraveled. I'm Rex Paget.
I'm Daniel Peppers.
And I'm Tristan Worrell.
Fellas! Hey, you know what's crazy?
Episode 100?
Triple digits. You know what I'm saying?
Well, for all of you audio listeners.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. They've been around since the beginning. Episode 100.
It's going to be real weird because on YouTube.
A little confusing.
Episode 18. What's really going to be confusing, I'm going to title this something like, we made it to episode 100, and then it's going to be Anime Unraveled number 19. And people are going to be like, what the fuck is he talking about?
It'll be all right.
It'll be fine.
Hey. Oh, God, my eye just randomly started itching. Fuck
if
me.
they go to Spotify or iTunes, they can figure it out.
You figure it out.
Yeah.
You know, just do a little,
Just look us
a
up.
little work.
Little
Little
digging.
deep dive.
Yeah, do a little work. Unlike the government.
Maybe,
all right,
maybe,
Rex.
There it is.
maybe follow us on those other
Oh,
apps,
yeah. Hey, you could on Spotify.
Yeah.
Are we going to plug those this early?
Leave some reviews.
Listen, we're gonna it's gonna be like Quentin Tarantino for episode 100. We're gonna start at the end and work our way back to the beginning.
All right, guys,
It'll be
it's the
your
end of the
favorite
episode.
part.
It's my favorite part of the episode. It's the part where I tell you guys to please make sure to leave a review, like, and subscribe. It really helps us out.
Oh shit!
Okay, we're not doing this.
No, well, we already did. It's done.
It's done.
Hey, it's in the beginning.
Can't go back in time. Can't go
Genesis,
back
I got you.
in time. But no. So, how do you boys feel about episode 100?
100 episodes later? Well, technically for me, it's not 100 episodes later.
Okay. Well, Tristan's leaving the room.
no.
Only
for me-
people that have been here for 100 episodes can speak.
For me, it's what? I came in episode like 12 or 14 or something
It's like
like
14,
that.
12, something like that.
So for me, it's like episode 86.
So you're not there yet. All right, Rex. What do you think about your episode 100?
I mean, honestly,
Yeah, honestly.
we've come some ways, man.
I feel like we have gotten better.
we have, and also we've definitely upgraded a little bit.
Yeah,
We've spent a lot of money.
Yes,
Well,
a lot of money has been sunk into this podcast.
I'm not just the podcast.
Oh,
I
yeah.
have thousands of dollars of manga sitting in my room now.
Think about that.
Don't we all?
I don't. I
Okay,
truthfully-
here's the difference though. I had 0 before I started this.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Because Tristan's one of the most interesting cases of the three of the co-hosts. Of the three co-hosts, he is the most interesting case because I actually believe, and this is my God's honest truth, and Tristan can correct me. I don't think you would have went down the manga hole.
No, I wouldn't.
I really don't, because even when we started,
I would have just read it digitally like I had been doing.
yeah. Or watching anime and stuff like that. But that kind of leads, because it's what I would think. I got a few questions prepared for you boys.
Oh,
Yeah,
look
yeah,
at this.
yeah.
Someone
So
was
it's a
prepared.
Q&A episode.
Yeah, it's like a Q&A.
So
but
this
not
is a
really.
true lore episode.
Yeah, true-
It's the lore of the boys.
Yeah, because I think we have the opportunity, and hopefully you guys find this entertaining and stuff, to more talk about like behind the scenes. We're always talking about anime. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
I have an
Well,
odd
for the
question.
most part.
Completely unrelated to
Sure.
your question.
Sometimes we really
Sure.
dive off.
If you were a Pokemon, what kind of Pokeball would you want to be caught in?
Premier Ball.
Premier Ball?
Yeah, it's
Really?
white and red. I like the look of it.
Oh,
I really like.
For
the
some
look
reason,
of
I
it.
really like the netball. I don't know why.
Safari Zone.
No, I hated
No.
those. Those were disgusting.
God, yeah, those
And
were
they were like
ugly.
the shittiest Pokeballs on earth.
Yeah, I like the Premier Ball. I like the
Premier
look
Ball?
of it. Yeah.
Mine's either the luxury ball or an ultra ball. I'm not Master Ball material.
Oh, I knew for a fact that was not Master Ball material. Listen, you can catch me for a good dinner and a good conversation. You
I
know
know
what I'm
you're
saying?
not. I know you're not this guy, but you might be this guy. Did you like to color coordinate your Pokeballs with the Pokemon that you were trying to catch after you got to a certain point?
No.
Oh, I did.
I never did that.
I did. I would be
Dude.
like, this Pokemon is this color.
Literally,
so-
all I did was fill out that Pokedex, and the moment it was done, I was like, I'm done with this game. They were then like, oh, releasing patches? I was like, no.
Peppers is dying.
Yeah.
Ladies
100
and gentlemen,
episodes.
Anime Unraveled is about to just be Rex and Tristan, which is going to be really funny because I have no video editing
Abilities?
experience.
Yeah.
I muted myself so I wouldn't cough, but then you
It's still gonna
motherfuckers
pick up.
still. Maybe not.
It was going to pick up.
Maybe not.
Everything picks up on these.
That's true.
Yeah.
But no,
A mouse can piss on a tin roof in a thunderstorm, and this is going to hear it, all right?
fair.
Hey, man, at least it doesn't pick up the air raids.
Sometimes
It does sometimes when they get real serious.
When they get real serious about us.
When the fucking Cobra helicopters are flying overhead, and all you hear is death coming.
Yeah, it's
for
coming
you.
for you. But no, interesting.
The government.
Stop it. Stop doing this.
Okay, what they might have not seen in the beginning of the episode, we gave Rex shit because he's been about the government lately, and this is
Dude,
why we're
No,
doing it.
he's been
I
the
literally-
opposite of about the government.
about like
About not the government.
Yeah, exactly.
How about that?
And he was like, "Yeah, no, I'm gonna be good." So then we're just gonna
Mr.
bring it up.
Poster Child of anti-disestablishmentarianism over here.
Yeah, I cannot spell that. This is how it's spelled on screen. There you go.
Just adding work for yourself.
Yeah.
Let's see if you remember it.
Let's see if I remember it. But no.
Watch you misspell it.
That'd be fucking hysterical.
But no. So one of my like main kind of questions that I kind of think about, and I have some answers for, but I was wondering what you guys think is one. When you came and saw that we were doing the podcast, and then Rex, when I called you and said, "Hey, you're en route. I'm gonna go drive 4 hours and get this shit." You know what I'm saying? Did you really ever think that we would commit like this? Because you got to think, I'm telling you this, and you guys know me. Commitment issues.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I
I'm
mean,
aware.
like, if he's the poster child for anti-disestablishmentarianism, you're the poster child for commitment issues. I'm the poster child for
Full send.
full send. 100%.
Everybody needs a wild card. You know what I'm saying?
I'm the poster child for the like. Would you bought me Wodakoi, and next time we went to a manga shop, I bought the rest of it,
Yeah.
and it was downhill from
You're
there.
full commitment.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, you're just like,
I mean,
if
I
I'm in,
I saw a camera and knew that we needed a second one, and said, "There we go."
got it.
Yep.
Black Friday.
Like I'm looking at the upgraded version, like maybe.
Oh, brother. I'm looking at it more than maybe. It's in the works.
That reminds me, how did that go down?
What?
The we never really talked about it, but is everything all good?
With the packages that
Yeah.
you ship.
Oh,
We're not going to discuss it.
yeah, yeah.
Just yes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
It went well. Bless up. Yeah, it went well because I can say this for sure. I'm not going to give everything away, but I really want this new camera to.
It's the upgraded version of
the
mine.
one, yeah, that Tristan uses because I want you guys, and I think a third shot would really help us out and make better content for people that are watching, right? So I'm poor. So what you do when you're poor is you look around your home and you say, what can I live without? And then you put that on eBay.
And then you cut out your own liver. I got you.
I think a kidney goes for like 80 grand on the
They
black
do.
market.
I got 2 of those.
I know.
I only need 1.
Eyeballs
something to think
go
about.
for like 120,000.
But yeah, so I started putting some stuff on eBay to put some savings together to purchase the camera, and that kind of goes into another question. But we'll answer the first question first. Do you guys think we would actually make it this far?
Honestly, I did. Well, definitely thought we would because once we actually started talking about it, and especially after we did a few episodes, it's just something that I actually enjoyed doing. Also, it's kind of nice to be held to a standard to actually watch certain things,
Right.
because otherwise I wouldn't check them out.
Right.
So between that and also possibly if we ever get this to be our actual job, forcing you guys to watch things
Got 'em.
for content. That's my dream, really.
Well, they'd be forcing us to watch things, wouldn't they?
Well,
Because it'd be them giving us recommendations and being like, "You need to do this," and we'd be
Hey.
like, "Hey,
we got to
all right."
surprise them sometimes.
Hey, it's a community. I say it's a give and take. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? Because maybe we will recommend something, and they'll be like, "Why the fuck did I listen to those assholes?" You know what I'm saying?
Gundam Seed, I got you. No,
You understand?
Japan would hate me for that.
Yeah, maybe.
No, for real.
But yeah,
You do a fewer. I hear you.
Oh, no. Too far.
I
That's
think,
the H line.
Is it? Is
It
it really?
definitely is now.
Yeah. Okay. So for me, it's a little bit different than it would be for Rex because like I had no idea that you guys had like.
we're even doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So then I come in one day and I'm like, because like Rex is like, hey, Autumn's making ramen.
Ramen.
You know, from that episode, I don't know if we've said her name on the podcast, but like she who will not be named, Autumn.
I fucking forgot that.
I
was
gotta
amazing.
make callbacks
I
to
hear
some
you,
of
I
our
hear
like
you.
proudest
It's like a
moments.
clip show. You guys are watching a clip show.
Yeah. So Rex is like, hey, she's making ramen. You want to come over to the house? And I was like, yeah, sure. Why not? I got nothing going on. It's Saturday.
Yeah.
And then I get here and Rex and Peppers are like, by the way, we do this thing. And I said, oh, you guys do a thing. And they're like, yeah, you're a surprise guest star on our podcast. And I remember...
You walk into this room.
Well, no, actually. So I remember, I think we ate the ramen, we watched some anime, and then we went and we recorded the Not Safe for Work episode. R.I.P.
You can only... We were watching hentai after that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was no... Listen, we ended strong.
Did we?
Yeah, we ended on the
That was the My Dress Up Darling. No, we watched one more after that.
Yeah, we ended on the...
My Dress Up Darling was the best thing to come out of that.
Like, the next thing was, like, redo of Healer.
Shimonetta was good, too.
But the next thing was, like, redo of Healer and interspecies reviewers. You know what I'm saying?
And
also, I saw some of Shimonetta recently in English. Dude, you're right. It's good.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's fucking hysterical. So I come in, we record the episode, and I think I told you guys that, like, I was, like, scrolling through podcasts one day because I listen to a lot of podcasts while I'm at work. I've talked about it on here. I know that, like, it's kind of weird for me to do, but I listen to a lot of, like, NADPod, Not Another D&D Podcast, and Dungeons and Daddies.
I hear you. I hear what you're saying.
Promise you, Dungeons and Daddies is a D&D podcast. It's not a BDSM podcast.
Allegedly.
So I listen to a lot of NADPod. Like, if you guys that listen or watch us haven't and you're into D&D, I strongly suggest you go check them out. They're very cool. It's if you've wanted to, like, see how, like, podcasting can be done, especially for, like, a role-playing game, it helps me come up with ideas for us. So, like, I'll listen to them, and I had been going through some podcasts, and Anime Unraveled came up as a recommendation, and I had talked about this on the 1-year anniversary that we did the episode for, and it came up in my recommendations, and I said, I might have to give that a try, and then obviously I recorded the episode, and that's when it clicked, because I saw the season 1 artwork.
Yeah, because at that time it was the season 1 art that was on there.
So then I was like, oh, okay, you guys actually came up in my recommended, which is probably because
our phone numbers are in your I've gotten text from people that have told me, like, you do an anime podcast?
Have you really?
Because they have my contact information. I guess when they're on Spotify, it pops up.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, well, yeah. Unless they're not cool people. And then they make fun of you.
I mean, that's fine.
So then we did the episode, and I was like, okay. And then you guys had mentioned, like, maybe bringing me on for some more, and I was like, okay. I when I first did the Not Safe for Work, I thought I'd be, like, here every once in a while. I did not think I would be here almost every Saturday.
I want to beg to differ. I believe on that episode you said,
joking.
I'm never leaving.
I was making a joke.
You were not.
I was.
We said, all right.
Yeah, and now I'm
you're in. Now you're in. Yeah.
I full sent it.
I mean, I know for a fact,
as I do,
that we've said this before, and I'll say it again. Like, when all this went down and we decided to do this, like, you were number one.
Yeah,
we were like, we got to get Tristan. And I did not think that it would be a trio, but when me and Rex are starting to talk with two people,
there's some dead air.
There's some dead air, and I feel like. Also, me and Rex, if you have watched...
We have very similar tastes.
Yeah, you listened to 100 episodes.
Yeah, I mean, we differ on some things, main characters.
Yeah. Still not over it. Don't bring it up right now. This is last episode. Don't bring it up right now. I'm not ready for that. But yeah, so it would be kind of... I don't know. You add... you really do add...
A wild card.
No, I guess you could call it a wild card, but I think that you add
a different perspective.
A different perspective
perspective is titties. What the fuck do you mean?
What I was gonna say, it's helped me grow. It's helped me grow.
Oh yeah,
I know. I have corrupted you.
Yeah, and that's 100%. I would have never watched Sword Art.
Oh no,
you know what I mean?
For sure.
Really, because I'd have fought Josh on that way harder if I didn't do this podcast with you guys. And that kind of leads into the other thing I was thinking of is, I think. Doing this for me especially, and go back and listen to episodes 1 through 25.
Yeah,
and I am very much a shonen bro, which is not a bad thing, but that's what I was.
Well, you also listen to episodes 1 through 25, and there's like you could tell versus like your guys' episode 1 versus like episode 91, 100, 101, however many episodes you want to go after like the first 30.
Yeah,
there is a point, and I don't know what that point exactly is, where there was a huge quality change.
I think so too.
Yeah.
And I think it just becomes, and that's what I kind of do want to say, if you listen to this or watch this and stuff like that, and you kind of want to do it, is we had never spoken into microphones. I knew how to hook all this stuff up, but I didn't know how to fucking do this.
Speaking to the void of the internet.
Yeah.
I just didn't know how to do it, and I think you're 100% right. I think there is some gold in the first 30 episodes. I don't think they're all bangers.
I was about to say I love the first episode.
You mean like the 27 or like the 27-minute My Hero Academia episode?
I'm gonna be dead
it's
honest
45.
With you.
Get it right. Also, I'm pretty sure that kills any episode because literally last one we did on YouTube, just because I had All Might on it, I was like, oh, this is gonna tank.
This is gonna tank.
I was like, but I had to do it for the joke.
And we've done enough videos now that you get to see the gray arrows. When they're like, ain't it, Chief?
I saw it.
Welcome to hell.
Yeah, it made me so sad because at first it was like so good.
Yeah, it's green, 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 and then you see gray, 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 and you're like, oh.
I'll tell you, I didn't think we would get to where we released video.
I
thought it would be a lot longer before we decided.
I always knew we were going to do video because I love doing video, but I didn't think it was going to be as fast as. And I know some people are like, "Fucking fast." These motherfuckers recorded 70-something episodes. That ain't fast. It's slow as shit. But
well, when you have other jobs and also poverty, it takes time.
It's tough because also, at least me, while I'm not as much of a perfectionist as some people in this co-host,
hey, I've been laying it. I've been doing better.
But I am definitely. I have a bar for myself, and while it might not be as high as I know I can go, there is a bar there. For better or for worse. And that's why I thought video would take us way longer, because I wouldn't want to do something where I felt like we could do it 70% better.
And then I bought a camera.
And then you bought a camera. The second you bought a camera and we had two cameras, I said,
fuck it, we ball.
We're going to figure this out.
Full send.
We are going to figure this out.
And then it wasn't even a month after I bought mine. Or like two. It wasn't even like, it wasn't really like even a month. You bought another one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, we had to solve some problems.
We had to solve some issues.
The 30-minute issue.
I do recommend, if you're going to do this, look and make sure it doesn't have a record limit.
Yes.
Because that is destruction.
Yeah, it was horrible.
So.
And also, like, we are. So, one thing I will say is that the three of us, because specifically 2 out of the 3 of us, because you weren't working for UPS anymore when you did this, we have a slightly higher budget typically for being able to buy stuff. Like, you don't have to spend the amount of money that we had spent to start this.
No.
Also, they now do like pretty cool deals
like starter
as far as
kits
for podcasters and stuff. So
I think
like you can get the Rodecaster, you can get this
2
with
mics,
2 mics and the cables and stuff.
It might be done, but there was a sell. We had to go to Guitar Center because our thing blew up. But yeah, they have the whole Rodecaster kit. You're not going to get these exact microphones
or stands
and stuff, but it was
like $700.
No, it was like $5.
Yeah.
It was like $5. I think if you're thinking about doing a podcast, man, I've thought about this too. There were ways for us to do it with our phones. You could do it.
Yes.
And I think too, and this kind of goes into like another kind of thing I wanted to pose to you guys is I think the biggest hurdle is starting it.
Yeah.
100%. Then actually pushing it out to the internet.
That's the other thing is figuring out what company or what app you want to use to actually release your episodes.
Buzzsprout or Anchor
or
whichever one you pick.
There's so many different ones. I think we use Buzzsprout. And then there's also the fact that, as you grow, you kind of look into seeing, hey, Buzzsprout does this, but like this other release company might do something better than like Buzzsprout does and stuff like that. So you're always, there's a lot more to like the analytics and everything that come with us making this than I think a lot of people realize. And they just think, they just sit in front of some microphones and talk to the void of the internet and scream at each other.
Hey,
we do.
We do that. But then it's the back end of that stuff.
Right. And I think we don't even talk about, and this is some stuff that you would have to think about if you're thinking about doing it. And this is what I wanted to ask you guys is, did you ever think that the scheduling would be as wild? And the reason I say wild is because what I never thought about when we first started is like, there are going to be times where you do take the podcast as president, Like,
Yeah.
we're in the sense of like, we record on Saturdays. So if something comes up, you have to be in constant communication with each other.
Yeah.
And you have to be like, okay,
When can we work this out?
When can we work this out?
Like today, for instance, hey, I'm dropping the dogs off at the groomer. I'm going to be, we're going to have to record a little bit later. Or last weekend, I went to the casino.
Yeah.
As one does.
Right. Yeah. Or you might have to move days and stuff like that. But I never even thought about that stuff.
Oh, hey, we recorded the Friday of my vacation.
That's true. And that's why I recommend definitely recording with people you like.
Yeah.
Because if you didn't like doing it, and on top of just basic life gets in the way, and I think that's why it makes it so easy to be like, fuck it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because especially before we did video and like the TikTok and stuff like that, like there was not much interaction with people.
Yes.
So we did 70 episodes, and I knew, and I would tell you guys and stuff like that, of like people were listening, but there wasn't that constant interaction.
Yeah.
So you're really gonna have to love to do it and really enjoy doing it, because at the end of the day, it is nice for people to like and subscribe on the YouTube channel and follow on the Spotify.
Well,
it's great, but
that's one of the things we actually do enjoy the most about this is interaction with other fans of things and actually, discussing anime.
Yeah, because I've seen like on the TikTok like comments and stuff like that, and like the YouTube comments, like people are like, hey, you really should check this out, or hey, this is like a recommendation, or hey, you guys are morons. Like, hey, an
We'll get a lot
opinion is
of
an
those.
or
opinion.
even shout out to Nick that would email us and like do really nice stuff of like, I listen to you guys at work. You make work better.
Yeah.
Like, and like I have like anxiety at work and stuff, and like listening to you guys bullshit is really nice. And that's amazing.
Yeah.
And if you guys are like, like me, I have like certain levels of social anxiety and other stuff, and listening to like podcasts and being able to like hyperfixate on what I'm doing while I've got something going on in my ear, I might not retain all of what's going on, but I know it's something that I like am enjoying, and if the people that I'm listening to are enjoying what they're doing, I am more likely to be invested in that.
Right.
Well,
Like
either
if
that or-
you are thinking of starting doing a podcast and whatever, definitely pick like a topic that you enjoy. Like, don't necessarily go for something that is popular right now. Don't be like, well, I know that podcasts that talk about, I don't know, what's
Conspiracy theory.
Yeah, there we go. Say you're not a big conspiracy
Aliens.
theorist like Rex.
Yeah.
Like say you're not Rex and trying to
I'm not a
prove that the
conspiracy
government.
theorist. What are you talking
so
about?
Anyways, so
I got facts.
See,
I believe it all.
yeah,
Spin
So-
bars.
and you decide to start a podcast about that. If you're not that into it, neither your audience isn't going to be that into it either.
And it's going to show. And
like behind the screen of what you guys are seeing right now, we wanted this to be more like you guys are sitting on the couch across the fucking.
there's literally a couch.
Yeah, there is a couch.
You've never seen it, but
there is a couch. You guys are sitting on the couch, and we're sitting here talking and yelling at each other and just doing what we do.
Yeah.
And you just listen. You're just sitting there listening to us be morons. Right. And to us, that is a large part. To me, at least, that's a large part of why I enjoy doing it. Is it's not like I'm coming in here to do a job every Saturday.
If it was like that, we wouldn't have made it to 100.
I don't think we would have.
I know we wouldn't have, because I know I'm not going to. I already do a job I don't want to do.
Oh, I feel you.
I'm not doing a second one for free. You know, I'm just not. And that's not.
And that's the other thing is we don't get paid to do this.
No.
Maybe someday.
Maybe. But to me, I 100% agree, and we've said that 1,000 times. Of like, I've always wanted to be that. It's a conversation that you're jumping into, and that's why I kind of used to do. It's a little harder with the video because of editing, but I used to do with the
other thing I was
podcast
getting ready to
of where we say something and then it goes into the episode, because it's kind of like you're hopping into this conversation.
Yeah. So
right? But at the end of the day, what I realized, kind of not recently, but I kind of was thinking about it because I was thinking about kind of what I was going to talk with you guys about today on episode 100, is I think that it has made us closer.
Oh yeah.
And that's what I'm most grateful for. Like it's cool that we're doing something and we're building maybe a brand that becomes something, but I really, truthfully, especially when I left the job we used to do, I don't think me and you might play Halo and might bullshit like that, but I don't think we would be as close as we are, and that's what I'm grateful for.
Yeah.
And especially, like, me and Tristan would talk on the phone, but we went to, like, Second and Charles. We've had memories.
Yeah.
And
Adventures.
And I don't
have
think,
had me spend money.
but I don't think I would be nowhere near as close with you guys.
Went to a Steak and Shake that was really mid.
Oh, God, yeah.
Dude, that happens.
Oh, dude, their milkshake machine was broken.
Yeah, they wouldn't give us.
So was a McDonald's. Huh?
Yeah. But that's what I didn't realize that I would be so grateful for is just like and especially as you get older, and if you're not that old, trust me, you'll realize this.
Yeah.
Of you lose friends so left and right and so quickly. And it's not in a bad way. Like, I still have love for a bunch of people in my life. It's just
you
your
lose
life,
contact.
Yeah, your life goes in different directions.
You get busy.
Living your life.
But
And
the
that's
three of
fun.
us gather together around
Every
this
Saturday.
small round table.
Yeah.
To scream into the void of the internet about anime, manga.
Yeah.
Still fuck you guys for getting me into that rabbit hole.
Amen, brother. No regrets. No regrets
God.
over here.
Yeah, I can't regret it.
No, I know you can. But
yeah, so I just never thought that I would be so grateful that it gives us a reason. Not that you need one, but like it gives us a reason to always get together at least once a week.
you know what I'm really looking forward to?
What's that?
That Kinokuniya that's opening up in Atlanta.
Hell yeah.
That is
Anime
gonna be
Unraveled's
baller.
going.
Yeah, oh yeah, because it's like an anime store.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
We're going.
I've heard of them.
Like, you guys don't have a choice.
I was
Yeah,
going
dude,
anyway.
well, yeah.
I'm chaining you guys to the back of the excursion if I have to and dragging
yeah,
you.
you can use that as an excuse.
First
to
off,
get
I
me
don't
out
think
the
you'd
door.
make it there. I think you'd get pulled over if you had two grown men chained to the back of your vehicle.
Nah.
They're not. Oh yeah, it's Atlanta.
Yeah, that's a normal day.
They're gonna keep it moving. You know
They're
what I
gonna
mean?
be like,
Just fine. It's fine.
Oh, they're not children. It's
yeah.
okay.
I'll say we're going to like an anime convention and where this is the cosplay, and they'll be like, all right.
All right, yeah, fuck it. And that's another thing is like it gets at least me out of my comfort zone of like now I'm thinking we can go to conventions.
Yeah.
I don't know if I ever because not popular belief, but I'm actually very quiet in my normal day to day life.
Yeah,
I know I
mean,
talk
same.
a lot, but I really do.
I'm not. I am not.
We are aware.
We are very aware.
I've literally
The
heard
extrovert.
you giving your life story to simulations out there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. My routes, my entire route's like a giant simulation. So it's all fake. That's why I'm totally okay giving them my life story.
Yeah, because he is a talker. But yeah, and I think that's another cool thing you got to think about is
Diversity.
But what's really funny to me, right? So one of my my route's full of side characters. I am my own main character. So anyways,
what does a main character mean to you? What does
Oh,
it mean?
dear God. We're not doing this again, bud.
Anyways, so basically what is really funny to me is like today I dropped the dogs off and I don't know why I do it, but someone would be like, oh, okay, cool. And I'll be like, yeah, 4 hours, that's fine. I'm going to record an anime podcast. And the second someone goes, oh, what podcast? Anime Unraveled Pod. Have you heard of us? Like, dude, I will be out in public. And like one of my customers asked me, hey, why weren't you here on Friday? Because I had called in when we recorded that episode. Back to what I was saying before our technical difficulties.
It's a clip show. Everything that used to go wrong back in the day is happening to us right now.
Hey, at least the podcast, at least the Roadcaster is like
Alive and kicking, brothers.
It's glowing brightly.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Just like our dreams.
Amen. Your lips to God's ears, my man.
You know, like I said, I called in that Friday, recorded, told one of my customers, I recorded my anime podcast, and they were like, huh, I didn't know you recorded a podcast. And I said, yeah, Anime Unraveled. We talk about anime, manga, life in general. One of our members talks about destroying the government.
Come on, man.
But yeah, no, Tristan is definitely the one.
I literally every
he would
time.
get business cards and hand them out to people. Have you heard Anime Unraveled?
I mean,
Don't tempt me. Don't tempt. I will
Dude,
go.
yeah, I was about to say, if we go to
I'll go to Vistaprint, get fucking 1,000 of them, and just start leaving them on people's mailboxes as I'm delivering.
So here's the thing. If you ever do go to Vistaprint, this is a secret for everyone. Only go one time. Never return. Because the first time you do anything with Vistaprint, they'll give you the higher quality paper and stuff.
Oh, the
the
more
moment
time.
you go back, you get cheap.
Oh.
Yeah,
one of his classic conspiracy theories,
No,
people.
no. I literally was a graphic designer, and we used Vistaprint
I know.
for like cheap things.
You can tell he was a graphic designer because
He's done all the artwork. And another thing I wanted to ask Rex. Tristan, look at that. Dude, professionals. So for
Semi-professional.
you specifically, right? For
Yeah.
you specifically, you know, I know that you always really like to draw, and you kind of our
fell
job
off.
at the time
Yeah.
is tough, and life gets in the way and stuff. Did you think that you were ever going to
Get back into drawing.
Because now you're even doing the thumbnails and all that
I'm
stuff.
trying.
You're doing great. Way better than I fucking could. Are you kidding me?
Mine would be stick people.
Oh,
Stick
It'd
people.
be stick figures, and I just write in the background every time anime with an exclamation mark. That's the fuck I would do, man.
Like we talked about Dragon Ball Z, I'd give one of the stick figures really spiky hair.
And not like great spiky hair, just like doot, 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 like mountains on top of their head.
Nice.
But did you ever really think, or did you ever want us doing something like this to maybe lead back to like a passion you used to have?
I mean, kind of, yeah. Like when we first when we first even talked about doing the podcast, I thought about it and was like, I would like to get back into drawing. It's just the amount of time it takes to get back to what I used to be able to do is ridiculous. And it has been a struggle.
Well, especially injury.
Well, yeah, injury doesn't help, but also just back when I was in like high school and college, literally every day throughout the week, I'd probably end up drawing about 3 to 6 hours.
Wow.
Because during college, it was required for every art course I took, which each one was about 3 hours long. For each hour you were in class, you were supposed to work 3 hours out of class. I took 3 of those classes a day. So, impossible amounts of time. Like, there's no way.
Classic Rex.
So he was in class for 3 hours.
No, I'd be in class for 9 hours total.
But
and
you said for each hour you were in
you're
class.
supposed to do 3 outside.
So if you were in
For
3
9
classes
hours.
for 3
9
hours,
It's impossible.
27 hours.
Yeah. It was impossible.
There's only 24 hours in the
I
day.
mean, okay, here's the thing. If anyone's going to college for art, I'm just going to let you know, unless you're learning like editing and stuff like that, it's honestly not worth it unless you're literally learning like techniques that you couldn't learn elsewhere.
Or you'd be like Peppers and have gone to a school that's dead.
I mean,
I have strong opinions
I
about...
almost went to that school.
Yeah, we could have found
We
each
would
other
have,
earlier.
honestly, we may have because,
You and I almost did.
yeah,
We were almost cousins.
Think about this small
That's
world.
fucking
We could have
crazy.
met at Art Institute.
we could have because I toured the Art Institute and like the moment that I walked through, I was like, nah, this ain't gonna do it.
Smart. Listen to your gut, brother.
I
You
saw the
guys almost
cost.
went to the same college, and then
We were almost
your
related.
uncle
Yeah, we were
almost
almost related.
married my ex.
It's like
Man.
it's like AnimeUnraveled was always meant to
Meant
be.
to be.
Yeah.
We were always like
The timeline
teased.
could have always happened.
We were running parallel. And we didn't know it. Now I have strong thoughts.
And then
on,
UPS was the catalyst that
That's
brought
true.
us together.
It's true. Always, they get your packages there, and they deliver the friendships for life. They deliver everything.
I mean, true.
But no, I have strong thoughts about art school. So if you're going to art school, man, like if you're having a great time, absolutely.
Yeah.
My personal opinion as someone that graduated from an art school,
Same.
this is just me.
That's now dead and defunct.
Yeah, and at the time I went at the worst possible time because they were recording on mini DV tapes, and then the second I was about to graduate, everything went digital. So literally all the shit that I learned was thrown out the window the second I graduated.
That's about how it looked
gross.
for me.
But I personally think that the way the internet is, I think that if you are driven enough and self-motivated enough,
You can learn it on your own.
So like you and I were talking about earlier where you could just go to YouTube and watch some like
I believe if you're
dude-
self-motivated enough, 100%.
100%. Like, it takes some money to get started up, especially just software.
kind of how I learned how to start 3D printing with the resin printer. I went to YouTube, watched 2 videos, said, okay, I can figure this out from here.
Yeah.
And now I'm slowly but steadily learning that. I kind of want to teach myself how to design 3D models, but that takes a lot of time that I don't have.
Does take a lot of time.
But yeah, and I also I do totally get though that some people learn great when they're in a classroom. So it's whatever's working for you. Me
sure.
personally, I feel like I should have taken the internet route.
The thing is, like, recommendation, especially if you're in America and you're considering going to art school, go out of the country.
Yes.
Like, you can literally go to a school in Ireland, especially if you're looking for like printmaking, in which it'll cost you less than any school in the U.S., and that's counting you getting over there and all of your fees. It's insanity.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Because colleges in America are honestly kind of a scam.
There it is.
There it is.
There it is.
But you know what?
It's accurate.
I agree.
Not wrong.
It's
but
accurate.
hey, there it is.
Yeah. But no.
Yeah. So you've been drawing the artwork. Peppers handles a lot of the video and audio editing. I'm just here.
A lot?
All
There it is.
Hey, wait, a lot. I'm working. I'm gonna start learning.
You're getting there. You're getting
I'm
there.
gonna start learning. We're uploading 12 hours left on the last couple of episodes.
12 and a half, just about. Let's round up.
I'm gonna teach myself how to handle some of this stuff for like TikTok and stuff. So that should be coming back. I'm going to go ahead and apologize in advance during this episode for the drop in quality in those. Probably
No, we got it.
Yeah.
I believe there's going to be an increase in quality.
I don't think so.
Increase in quality is what I say.
Sir, not only am I
I have
doing
nothing
that,
but faith in you.
your faith is misplaced. Because not only
Story
that,
of my life.
yeah, not only that, but like I'm also like on the side, I'm working on the Discord server, and I'm working on like a lot of this stuff on.
We were
that
talking
front.
about the Discord stuff. Tristan has a lot of good ideas that I think is going to be really fucking fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
soon, hopefully.
yeah,
Hopefully.
I'm hoping within the next like 1 to 2 like months, I should have a basic outline that I'll run by the two of them. They're both in the server that I'm working on, so they're gonna. You guys, I think today I was planning on doing another overhaul.
They could come in and talk with me, and let's talk about main characters. Okay.
Oh, God.
No.
No.
But yeah, so basically,
We avoid
like,
those. We don't even know what they are.
especially for like those of you that have been with us from the beginning. Obviously, like I'll work things out. I'm gonna have a couple of moderator bots in the server that are gonna help me and help the boys here.
And as
keep everything more organized so that it's not just fucking undiluted chaos like you guys like to watch us.
And as we grow too, I think that like especially people that have been with us since the beginning and stuff, you could do moderators they can become moderators.
Yeah, I mean like it's all stuff that like I'm going to work on, but like the moderator bots, they kind of help. They help put stuff in a neat like line.
I got
There's this bot. It's Me6. I'm actually testing it on another server I have. And so I'm testing that bot out.
You think he's gonna replace us with bots, Rex?
Dude, I already am.
Dun dun dun.
We know this. You and Cliff. Fucking cyborgs. So I'm working on like that's kind of like my thing is like he handles artwork, he handles all the video editing. I'm kind of on the more tech side. I'm working on the
He's
Discord.
the young gun. He's the
pretty
young
much.
gun. We're the old men.
I'm working on the Discord. I'm also
like it.
working on some stuff that I want to test with some 3D prints.
Ooh.
So that could be something to look forward to. I'm going to start working on trying to maybe find someone to design some STLs to some ideas I have in my head that I'll be able to print and stuff like that. I will go ahead and tell you, I was not expecting to buy a resin printer for that reason. I wanted it for D&D, but like I have it, so here we are.
Hey, here we are, and that's that's a perfect point of like, use what you got.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
I know we always bullshit and talk about like getting new stuff and stuff like that, but use what you got.
But like you know, if the people that are listening follow a lot of 3D printer stuff, the Hallett Mage, the 8K printer, was accidentally released on Amazon way earlier than it was supposed to be, and then someone at Amazon fucked up and gave it a 40% off coupon, so you got a $400 printer for like $259 if you caught the deal. Yeah. I caught the deal.
So he's telling you this because you can't catch the deal now. Fuck you is what he's saying.
No.
Well, actually, what's funny is Creality, the maker of the Hallett Mage, has not released the printer yet. Like the actual Creality store.
But you have the printer.
Yes.
At your home.
Because Amazon fucked up.
Thanks, Amazon.
Yeah.
Dude, they make me proud.
Hey,
every
thanks,
day.
Jeff Bezos.
Thanks, Jeff Bezos.
But back to the anime unraveled of it all.
Yeah. So basically, like, I'm working on the Discord server and stuff.
Yeah.
The AnimeUnraveled Discord server. I actually finally got the file for the photo of the server because it's been a Warframe photo. Because originally this was going to be a Warframe server. 100%. It was a Warframe. It was Warframe because I had originally started this to be a Warframe server, and then like 2 days later, I was like, "Hey guys, I'm gonna make a Discord server for us." And then I never got any of the artwork to my computer, and I got here and I was like, "Wait, Rex has the small version. I'll just upload that to the Discord server."
Look at us. We're slowly getting it together, boys.
But like on that, you guys will be able to, like, people that have been with us, you guys will be able to give us like manga recommendations, hot takes, anime recs, hot takes. There's gonna be like some Q&A stuff. Like
When he told me that, when he said anime Rex hot takes, I thought it was just you.
Yeah, just me.
It's just gonna
just
be
me
you in
spitting
there.
out hot takes.
Just hot takes. Just every day, you're just gonna be like, you know what? This is my hot take.
there's gonna be one. It's
Vinland
gonna be,
Saga sucks.
No,
it's
never.
gonna be Rex's corner. It's gonna be where you guys can go to see all his conspiracy theories about
Nice.
how bad the government is.
No. We don't
The
need
image
that.
just him in a tinfoil hat, and he's just like, sweet, dude, sweet. But no, okay.
They can't hear my thoughts now.
So can't listen to me.
But
Don't
like, that's
drink
all-
the water.
Don't drink the that's all like part of like the plan. Like they have their thing. I kind of feel like most of what I can do is on the digital front, essentially. So
Well,
like,
and I think too.
and the horny front, I can bring the horny.
Yeah, bring the horny. But I think the bigger thing is, it started off with us.
Yeah.
And it's now like building like a little community and stuff like that. And I think that's how you do. That's how you
That's
grow.
kind of what I've always wanted us to do because
Started from the bottom.
And now we're here, like Drake.
have people to give us
I think we
recommendations.
made that reference in the episode 52.
We-
the
1000%.
1 year.
Yeah.
1000%.
1000% we did that in episode 52.
It's a clip show.
And it really is. This is just the episode where we go back. This is our time travel episode.
That's it.
This is the what is it? Tokyo Revengers.
This is our Tokyo Revengers episode. Okay.
Of it all.
It started us, and now it's here.
You know what? None of us have watched season 2.
And none of us will.
Hey,
Yeah,
you know
probably
what?
not.
One of us never watched season 1.
Smart move.
I'm aware.
Smarter man than us.
Dude, we dove too deep.
That started this all. That
It
started
did.
all of this.
It did.
But Rex, you were saying that you wanted to do a community and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, like that's always been kind of a thing I've wanted to do because one of the things about anime that's always been fun is like debating topics and also seeing different viewpoints and perspectives.
I'm kind of excited for the hot takes thing on the
that
Discord.
that too.
I think that's gonna be so fun.
I think that's going to be hilarious because, like, obviously, like, eventually I will post the Discord link, and I'll probably leave it open for a couple hundred people, like, core people that have been with us from the beginning. After that, I'll close it off for a little while so I can actually organize the server again with a large influx of people. But it's going to be super funny to see some people just going, like, I'm going to love just being a fly on the wall. Just watching people just fucking argue over hot takes in anime.
And whoever has their profile picture as an Arby's logo, real one.
100%.
Real
They've been with us from the beginning.
Yeah. And their anime hot take, Meat Mountain's pretty good. We're like, that's not an anime. They're like, nah, I don't fucking care. You're like, you're right. Fucking this dude's right. This guy gets it. Fucking
That was
420, 69, let's get it. He understands.
That was the Books A Million trip.
Yeah.
That was the let's buy each other manga. And give
it's
them to each
a
other.
video on my channel.
Yep.
It's youtube.com/Daniel Peppers. Hello.
That's what that one. That's right because
The manga buying challenge.
yeah, and I looked at that one. It was the something about big girls for Rex, and you said no.
Yeah, it's I like big girls or something.
And, yep. And instead, I got him reborn as a space mercenary, like on the strongest starship or some shit like that.
Yeah.
I've
And I have volume 4 for that manga. It's
Straight
so
trash.
bad. I love it.
But so another question that I would like to pose to you fellas,
Okay.
right, is do you think, even though we really kind of bullshit and just kind of talk with each other, do you think that doing something like this has changed the way that you watch anime?
It definitely has because
Do you feel more critical about stuff, you think?
now I do, yeah, 100%. Because now I'm looking at stuff through multiple angles. I'm like, oh wow, the author could have been thinking about all this. Who knows if they did, Oda? Anyway.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
dear Lord.
I think that again to go back to episode 50, I think it was like 52 or something. The 1 year, the 1 year episode. I think that can say that I've changed even further than what I would say for that episode, and the fact that like, yes, I'm more critical of anime and stuff like that, but like also after beginning the arduous journey of collecting manga, fuck you both.
Yay! Welcome to poverty. Welcome to poverty.
You're here to
I don't
stay.
need your help. I don't need that help.
Hey, well, you got it anyway.
But now I have all of One Piece.
Yeah, that's what true friends do.
Yeah.
They say, hey, you're not poor enough.
So buy all of One Piece. I hear you. It does go without saying though, because like I've been going through some of One Piece, earlier One Piece and stuff, and I also remember watching some of these scenes in the anime, and I'm like, boy, censorship in some of these is different. Like when it wasn't an admiral, but it was one of the higher ups in the Marines, like Axe Hand. The dude with
I know who exactly.
he murders that dude.
He's got the metal jaws.
Helmeppo's dad.
Yeah, Helmeppo
murders that dude. But in the anime, he hits him with the blunt part.
Yeah,
he does not cut his head off.
Oh, it's over with.
Yeah.
It's over with.
Like Oda was like, you know what?
I'm about it.
Fuck them all.
Yeah, just wait until you get to other pivotal moments.
You know, I will say after reading all of Wotakoi did a really good job with the anime.
Oh yeah, dude, it did amazing.
It did such a good job, and
I've seen the anime. Don't know.
It's so good.
I mean, you haven't seen it because it was on Amazon Prime.
Fair.
Like Prime is where anime goes to not be seen.
Vinland Saga season 1 got done so dirty.
It got done dirty.
So dirty.
It's on Netflix now.
By the by, season 2, other than the gripes I had at the beginning, it's a banger right now.
Speaking of gripes,
yeah.
Did you guys hear about the new? I know you didn't because you don't give a fuck. Did you hear about the
Demon
new
Slayer?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
What about it?
People were pissed. Apparently, there's really bad CGI.
Oh, I heard about that. Listen. Yeah, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Well, the thing is, even some of the stuff that people were like, "Oh my god, it's amazing CGI for Demon Slayer." I'm like,
you were never on the train.
well, it's because
the Mugen train of it
Mugen
all.
on the Mugen train kind of ended it for me, but honestly, even in the last fight of the entertainment district,
yeah,
even
I really liked it.
I mean,
it was pretty.
It was pretty, but at the same time, you can't say the choreography is actually amazing when it's literally the same as like Dragon Ball Z as far as throwing punches at some points.
I mean, you could, if you want to boil it down, though. That's you could.
That's
do that.
not all anime. Though.
That's a lot of shonen.
It's a lot of shonen, but if you think back to like the golden age,
Cowboy Bebop.
I knew
the
motherfucker.
fuck where you were going with that when you started talking about choreography.
It's not only Cowboy Bebop though. Like even Trigun, Outlaw Star, all of them had good choreography.
I understand.
That was actually choreography and not just, oh, look, flashes on the screen that show that they're moving.
I get that, but that's not the era we live in, buddy.
I know, but
that era is never coming back.
You say that, but I have recently watched an anime that is new that actually had good choreography. What? Akudama Drive.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it came out in 2022 or
Akudama
2020.
Drive is really
Yeah, it had amazing choreography.
And it's pretty.
Yeah, well, the whole thing's pretty.
It's so pretty.
I actually, because of how pretty the cover was, I refused to watch it for a long time because I figured it had to be trash.
Because this cover's too good.
Yeah,
oh, dude.
It's kind of like anime video games. When you see an anime video game that has like characters that look too beautiful and stuff, you're like, this is going to be the trashiest piece of shit game in existence. That's what I did to that anime.
Boy.
Started watching it. Dude, choreography is amazing.
It'll bring a tear to your eye.
Yeah. Like,
it's that beautiful?
It's so pretty.
I think it's within the second or either third episode. It has to be the second episode. It has one of the best anime fights I've seen in years. Like,
all right.
It's up there.
All right.
I do have, you brought up Vinland Saga. I saw something today when I was,
also, Vinland Saga has amazing choreography.
That's true.
Even though they did fuck up one of the things.
So I saw something that apparently a lot of the community was like mad by the creator of Vinland Saga about something. It was like controversial or something like that.
What?
I don't know. I didn't really read too much into it, but it was the season 2 animator or creator or whatever like apologized for something that was controversial in it.
I have no idea.
Dude, they literally cut the only thing that could have been controversial, which they should have left in.
Yeah. Then maybe that was it. I don't remember what it was.
That's what I had issue with because it started changing the characterization.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I have no idea.
Read Vinland Saga.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't. I'm not spending money on manga right now, Peppers.
Well, whose fault is that?
The government.
The government. Let's talk about
the world government.
The world government. Son of a bitch, Garp. You
hey, no. Garp is king.
Garp is awesome. Garp is
it was
awesome.
The government.
For you that know, Garp is king.
That's true.
No.
But yeah, I think it's definitely changed.
Oh yeah, the way that things are animated for sure.
I think it's changed the way I view anime.
Oh, for sure. Like
I don't think I would have tried actively to branch out as much as
possible. I know that now. Like you are way further along in your development than you were a year ago. I remember a year ago you were like, I don't think I would watch anything horny, and now you're like,
My dress
Interspecies
up
reviewer.
doll.
I
No.
hear you.
No.
Woo-woo.
Too far.
But
I've been thinking about watching Redo a Healer.
proud of you. I do have a question to pose to you, actually.
Ooh. I'm listening.
You are? Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Now.
I got headphones
no,
on.
no.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
You went to school for like videography and stuff like that, photography.
I did.
Has being able to, I guess, use like in the same sense of the question that you asked Rex, being able to use your schooling for this. Have you been able to enhance your craft?
I think great question. It's a great question. Thank you for posing it. I truthfully, all jokes aside, I think doing something like this, and in turn, I would say YouTube at the same time. Like I would just kind of put all that
Blanket statement
together. I think it has changed the trajectory of my life, and I'll tell you why. I know that's a grandiose statement, but
You did apply to that game studio.
I did. But I think the reason I can say that is I reignited what I love to do.
Yeah, your passion.
And not only what I love to do, it gave me a drive. And I don't know if like working our old job or you know, just kind of getting older and being like, I want to make a life that is something that I want. And it's gonna be tough to do, and there's gonna be like
There's hurdles to overcome.
there's always hurdles, and it's never gonna be a perfect time. I fucking promise you, it will never be a perfect time. There will never be a blank slate of like, this is exactly what you can do right now, and you're never gonna have to sacrifice anything, and you're never gonna have a bad fucking time. It's perfect for you. Look at this, perfect.
Doesn't work.
It does not fucking happen.
There's lots of money that was sacrificed. Blood, sweat, and tears went into this.
And there's a lot
And
of time.
And time.
And honestly, this
Is episode 100. That means that if every episode was only an hour long,
right.
there's 100 hours.
And they're more than an hour long.
They're like an hour and a half.
Well, other
Most
than
of
Hero
them. Most of them. But yeah, and yeah, you sacrifice a lot of things, and at least for me, like doing something like this kind of put what was important to me in perspective. And when I say that, I mean like it's important to me to use the time that I have right now, because I'm never going to get more time. The older I get, there's going to be less time. That's just kind of how life works.
Unless they Cyberpunk 2077 your ass.
Amen, brother. But if
Upload you to the cloud.
yeah, unless I live in Blade Runner,
Chappie.
Chappie, good pull. Chappie got a bum rap. Chappie was all right.
It was.
Chappie did do a bum
but
rap.
yeah, the older you get, you're just gonna keep having less time, and it put me in perspective of like, this is what I want to do. I want to put all my effort into this podcast, into YouTube, into doing video, because I truthfully believe I'm not perfect. I'm not even great. I'm not even good. I'm like okay at best, and it's truth. But I know that I want to use this time to build something with like the best of friends that I got, and I know for me at least, and the life that I want to live, or want to try to achieve for myself and for you guys or whatever, is something that we are in control of. And I think a lot of people inspire to do that. And that's what I'm just saying is like, there's never going to be a fucking perfect time, and there's never going to be not hurdles to do. And there's never going to be like, you're not going to have something where you're like, this is exactly what I need. Like you're always going to have to pivot. Our camera right now is sitting on a fucking chair with a fucking Joby.
A Joby fucking tripod.
Because I forgot the plate, but
we make it work.
We make it work.
I mean, the day that we recorded one on the Friday, and then we came in Sunday after the. Was it Sunday after the?
I think so.
After the casino?
After the Friday thing, and our podcaster died.
And the podcaster was dead.
Yeah, there's always going to be stuff like that, but I definitely think doing something like this has reignited, and I know that no matter what, I think that the life that I see myself having is always going to have video stuff involved in it. And I really didn't even think that I would enjoy being in front of a microphone and in front of a camera as much. I love this shit.
Yeah.
I love rambling on. It's probably narcissism. Because like there, you gotta have a hint of narcissism in you to be like, my opinion fucking matters.
I mean,
It doesn't, but
honestly don't think mine does, but I still throw it out there.
I know that my opinion is like an asshole. Everyone has one and it stinks.
You guys are crazy. My opinion is fucking right. Let's talk about main characters. Okay.
Nope, not again.
We're not doing this again. See, it's so wild to me, right? Because like you went to school for art. Two different kinds of art, mind you. You went for digital like design.
No, I
graphic
went for
design?
no. I actually I originally went honestly just art in general. Then of course you had to specify into your area, which I ended up doing printmaking, which included like screen printing, woodblock prints, all kinds of shit.
So you went for something completely different.
yeah, I went for completely different.
You went for filmography.
Yep, video production.
Videography and video production.
Audio.
I didn't go to school.
Yeah.
I have.
Well, you went to high school.
That's it. But I don't have any like secondary schooling after high school. I am ADHD. So
I'm very aware. And they are too, because they'll see you do this.
Yeah.
Where am I?
Yeah, I'll hyperfixate off into the distance. But the thing about me being ADHD is that unlike you guys you guys found something you liked, you guys did it. I collect hobbies. I collect things that I like to do, like the 3D printing, working on cars, fucking now probably editing the video and audio for TikToks.
Do I have ADHD?
You might.
I think both you guys are
on
very,
the spectrum. I got you.
I'm on the spectrum.
yeah, for sure. But I think you're 100% right. Is what I was gonna say. Is you are definitely the one out of both of us. Rex, you're like right behind him. I'm not. When I get focused, that's what I am.
See, I am.
That's what I'm doing.
It's like I will never be as good at the one thing that you guys are good at, but I will have. I'm like a jack of all trades.
Right.
Is what
Master
I try
of
and
none.
be. No, I'm not even. I'm just a jack of all trades. I try and do a little bit of everything.
Right.
Because I don't have any one thing that I feel like I could excel in. So I pick a bunch of things, and then I do those mediocrely.
No, I think you're a good computer dude. You fixed
Also,
a lot of things.
you're
You
good
fixed
at
a
working
printer
on cars
earlier.
as well, and also from what I've heard, a great cook.
I can cook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can also.
We still have to do that.
Yeah, the Sanji cookbook. I've been thinking about that video so hard. I'm not ready yet. I want to.
Oh, yeah,
I
we have
have
to
an
figure out
idea.
the setup.
But I'm not ready yet. But that's coming for sure.
Let's rent a kitchen.
That's one of the ideas that I've had. Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
To like rent like a professional kitchen?
Well, because if you don't know, I know kitchen people.
Yeah.
I have a inside kitchen. So yeah, we'll talk about it. But yeah, I think for sure with you, like, I don't know, man. I think that you just have that ability that you might not stick with something forever. Like for me,
that's
to have,
100% me.
For me to have, we are the very opposite. For me to have commitment issues in a lot of things, when I find something that I really enjoy, I'm committed fully. That's why, honestly, every video game that I like, I'll 1,000% it. I will. It's just what I do. With you, though, you're committed in life, but in your hobbies, you're like, I'm going to learn as much as possible in a short amount of time. And then I think something happens and you're just like, all right, and we're done there.
No, no.
That's ADHD.
Yeah.
You collect hobbies.
I've done it. I broke the
funny
code.
thing is I will jump back into other hobbies all the time. Like, I'm currently working on getting some of this stuff for some cybersecurity certs. I was working on that 3 years ago.
But now's the time.
Yeah, and like, so now I'm doing that. I'm doing the resin printing. I've downloaded a couple of things on my computer that I'm going to play with. More coming soon on that. Yeah, well, the other thing is like, I want us to be able to open up like an AnimeUnraveled store. So like, I want us to be able to make merch and stuff like that. Like, I want to be able to, if someone sees a 3D model that they like, that they see an STL file for, I want to be able to have the capability to print that, have it ready to be painted, either in, be able to send, kind of like what you did with your Vash statue. I want to be able to like do that, not just for AnimeUnraveled, but like in general on the side. I think that that's really cool to just kind of workshop that. That's why I want to learn how to do STL files. Right. I also think it'd be really funny to just, for the three of us, make some anime figures out of us. I'd have him do like the base artwork, and then I would go in and figure out how to turn them into 3D models.
And that's a bigger thing.
And then we'll have three little anime people right here.
But no, what I do want to say is, one, everything's happening. Tristan's camera almost died, like the old time. It's a clip show. But no, for you, like, because you've said this multiple times, I just want you to know, you say you know what you're capable of, but you bring a lot to the table.
No. Okay, so I guess
because you made it sound like you talk down about yourself.
I am, but that's just because that's what I do.
Oh,
no,
self-deprecating humor.
Yeah,
we all do it here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, I draw like shit.
But
I know.
I could not imagine.
So like basically what I meant by that is like I am all over the place. I'm chaos. I am the chaotic entity.
Sure. Chaotic energy.
Yeah, 100%. So in true chaotic fashion, instead of having one particular thing that I'm very good at, I have a lot of things that I'm kind of good at.
Right.
I'm pretty good at.
Right.
So like the Discord server, I've also kind of got this outline for a shop in mind, and I'm working on some stuff with that I actually haven't told you guys about. So there is that. I am working on possibly having the artworks and stuff done on t-shirts and so on and so forth.
Cool. Hey, merch.
But
that goes into the whole thing of like all of this is like great ideas, and you know, we have a lot of ambition. We're very ambitious people with this thing, but it does come down to like we're trying to build a community of stuff of like, I want Anime Unraveled. I don't know, I can't speak for you guys, but like I would like Anime Unraveled the brand, right? Because it really is a brand.
Yeah.
Of it's
Anime
just
Unraveled LLC.
it's just a place where like we're ourselves here talking with, you know, we enjoy this anime thing, but really
about titties.
Yeah, exactly. My point. Titty. Let's talk about but
no. Nico Robin.
Let me fuck it. All right, no, we're not going down that road.
I'm going to print this one particular statue. Rex is going to paint it.
Oh, it's going to be good. But no, it's about like building a community, and it really comes down to like you guys liking and subscribing to the YouTube channel. No, but it comes down to like, it is about us doing this and building this community that it's people enjoy going to the Discord. And people enjoy commenting on the videos and talking with us and building a place where like we don't give a fuck. Like in the sense of like being reasonable, we don't give a fuck. Let me fucking be clear about that. But just it's and I go back to that email and stuff of like, when you hear us bullshitting about stuff, it does make your day better.
Yeah.
And it does alleviate, because fucking life sucks.
Or when we're yelling at each other.
Yeah, life sucks most of the time. And if three literally, I put this in the description. If you go to Spotify, you can read this. Three imbeciles talk about anime.
Yeah.
And that's the fucking truth, man.
The funny thing about that is how long it took you to change it from 2 to 3 imbeciles.
Oh, it took a while.
Like I think I was a regular for like 20 episodes or something before you finally changed it.
Easily 6 months.
Yeah, it was so
easily 6 months.
It was so. I was like, it still says 2 imbeciles. I guess I'm still just.
Don't
ghost.
Count. You just don't count.
Or I'm just not an imbecile.
The apparition.
Ooh.
Yeah, there we go.
The one that's got it all.
I'm a
figured
genius.
out. But yeah, I don't know. Like I don't know.
Like and
fellas.
subscribe.
Like and subscribe. And Anime Unraveled Pod.
But like we don't. The other thing is like a lot of people think, oh, I'm gonna start a podcast, right? I'm gonna start a YouTube channel, and their end goal with starting a podcast or starting a YouTube channel, their coup de grace, their
magnum opus.
Yes, the only thing they want to do is make money.
Yeah.
Like, it would be nice,
Yeah.
but I don't really give a fuck.
I think the only reason that we say it would be nice, right? Because
we could focus more on it.
That's the thing.
Like
that's the thing of it. It's less about everyone needs whatever currency you live in.
Yeah.
You need that to survive, right? But I really think if it was our job, we could do so much cool shit, and that's what I want.
But like for me, it's not like yes, we would be able to do a lot more cool shit, but like I don't I make decent money doing what I'm doing. So like I'm not here with the end goal of making money specifically to leave what I'm doing.
Right.
I'm here doing this because I enjoy it. And like that is something that I just, if you want to start a podcast or a YouTube channel,
100%.
in my personal opinion, starting it with that as your goal and not starting it as something that you genuinely enjoy doing and that people can see that you enjoy doing is going to hinder you more than it's going to help you, because you're going to try and be following all of the latest trends. You're going to be trying to do this. You're going to be trying to do that. You are going to be all over the place, and you really can't, like, you can't be all over the place and not enjoy what you're doing.
And I think
Like, we're all over the place.
Yeah.
But we enjoy it.
Yeah. But we would have these similar conversations, maybe not as energetic sometimes, but we would have the similar.
No, I don't know what you're doing. Whoa.
Way more energetic.
Probably more
I was about to
energetic.
say, if they listen to the uncut version of the main character, oh my god!
Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you guys. Like, I kind of wish that I had already had the Discord set up for you guys to join, but like anyone that wasn't part of like Anime Unraveled themselves joined, they wouldn't be able to talk or like send messages to the chat channel because I wanted you guys to hear these two going back and forth. I get a message from, I don't remember which one.
It was
you.
Rex. Rex needs backup.
messages me. He's like, Dad,
No, it's just
my
like,
brother's bullying me.
hey Tristan, I need your opinion.
Yeah, 100%. So I come in and I literally join. And I joined a Peppers going, you're fucking crazy. And I'm like, oh my.
I mean, at some point, I was actually just feeding in.
What have I joined? What have I stumbled into?
I couldn't even play what we were playing. I
Yeah,
think
we were
trying to
playing
play
Halo.
I
Dude,
stood
we were
still
in the bottom.
for 2 rounds because I was like, I'm too focused on this.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
he was on one. He was so heated. Like, if you guys go back to that episode and like when I'm purposefully trying to like get a rise out of
that
him,
was me calm though.
Yeah, that was way more calm.
Take that, add like 140,000%, and no, multiply, not add.
I was
And-
actually waiting for Peppers just to leave the channel
Yeah.
to cool off.
Yeah, like he was getting heated. And like Peppers would say something and I'd be like, no, Peppers has a good point here. Then Rex would say something. I'd be like, but that's another really good point. And then as soon as I had just been on Pepper's side for one thing, I'm on Rex's side for another, and Peppers is coming for my throat.
Hey, I turn immediately. You turn on me, I'm coming. I'm coming.
I was Sweden.
No.
No.
Someday, when you sided with him, you made your choice.
But what about when I sided with you?
Then you're on the good side.
See, that's not, no. I'm
fine
neutral.
being evil. Let's go.
I was a neutral party.
I mean, technically, Luffy's a bad guy.
Fair. That's a deeper conversation. But no, and I think to go back to that is you're right, 100%. I've seen it even like being kind of, I guess, really, but like kind of part of that manga community on YouTube. I've seen some people kind of fade out left and right.
Yeah.
Because I think if you go in with the idea of I'm gonna follow trends, get popular to get ad revenue, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
That. I've said this before, and I'll say it again, and I'm no professional, so don't even take what the fuck I'm saying. Who cares? But I'll say this. Maybe you'll get something out of it. If you're making videos and you're not yourself, that makes videos 20 times harder.
You say that, but also I feel like most people that have been on YouTube for a while literally have a voice that's not their own.
You think?
I mean, even you to a degree. Like, yes, you're saying the things that you actually care about, but your voice is different than your normal voice.
No, okay. Yes, the way you act.
Yeah.
What I'm saying.
The way you emote.
Yeah, well, you're the camera and all that stuff.
Well, I would need a
obviously.
wide angle camera at all times because, like, I have very limited space that I'm allowed to emote right here. Because if I do this,
Yeah, I'm sorry. We'll figure it
We're
out.
figuring it out.
I'm in
It's
there.
on a chair right now. Okay, do the best you
Yeah,
can.
I know.
We
Well,
had a
no, what
tough
I'm
weekend.
saying is like for myself, right? Like if
Yeah.
I were to record, I would need like a lot because like I'm very animate. I use
me
my
too.
hands
Me
for
too.
a lot.
Me too.
And I like bigger motions, but if I do a really
hear ya.
big motion, I'm
hear
gonna
ya.
punch Rex in the face.
I hear you.
Hey, man, let's go.
I really don't
Fucking
need to
point.
go, yes, and
Yeah.
smack him in the
Maybe
face.
we will have to cut that.
Yeah. But no, I don't mean emoting and like how I actually speak because I definitely know I have
Yeah,
the YouTube
everyone
voice
has it.
where I switch. What I mean is what I'm actually saying.
Yeah, it's what you actually feel.
Is what I actually believe, and I think if you do something where you're like, I'm gonna try to be like
Fake.
like Ludwig or something, right, or somebody that's already super popular.
Yeah.
it's not gonna work out for you because it's gonna make doing videos 20 times harder. I'm watching a channel that I really enjoyed, but I feel like I'm not gonna say the channel, but I feel like that they are starting to do videos that they don't believe in. And it's kind of funny because you think about that if they have 1 million subscribers. This person does not. Like, they have a pretty good amount, but
Yeah.
not anything crazy. And watching them do videos where I'm like, I don't believe you. I don't believe what you're saying. It's kind of interesting because I think if you're going to do something that's creative, it has to be you. It has to be your thing. If we came into this podcast, right, and we're like, okay, you're going to play this role, and you're going to play this role, and I'm going to be this role. our podcast would last 5 fucking episodes because you can't be on like that all the time.
No,
No,
we have
that's
to
hard.
borderline be ready to strangle each other at any given moment.
But yeah, if
While Rex talks about how shitty the government is.
exactly my point. I mean,
World
that
government.
did work on the script. I'm glad we wrote that script about him going conspiracy nuts. I really think
Yeah.
I really think this arc for him is going to be
Yeah, my dark
It's gonna be
arc.
so good.
Yeah, it's Dark Deku. It's going to be better than My Hero
Oh,
Academia.
that's easy.
Nothing's better than My Hero Academia.
Oh man, just saying that has guaranteed that this episode will get 3 downloads. All right. Woo!
Oh god.
but no,
like that. Hey, that was a prime example.
Yeah.
That was a
You can't do that kind of stuff if you're coming in scripted out.
This
No.
is true.
And I think that
We give like a basic outline to each other. Like,
have
hey, this is
ideas.
the idea of
Right.
the episode we want to do.
Yeah, there's something we want to
It
talk
never
about.
follows the outline.
No.
Right.
Like here, the outline is a nice square. We're here.
yeah, we're all around the square. But no, but like Rex will do an outline, right? I'll give you an example. And we'll just be like, well, what kind of idea do you have for an episode?
Hey, let's do top 5 favorite main characters.
Exactly. And then you get that fucking hellhole. And then I was like,
You
okay,
guys
yeah.
saw it. That
And then-
episode started as a top 5.
No, it started as a
Top 9.
Yeah, it was
It started as a 3 by
3.
3.
Didn't get that far.
No.
No.
We realized we had to cut it down because there was an ensuing conversation.
Yeah, because I said, well, we don't want to overlap too much. Rex, what are some of yours? And then he said Jet from Cowboy Bebop.
No,
And I
that
said,
was not on my list.
It was.
No, it wasn't.
It was the first
Did
on
you
your
say
original
Zoro
list.
from One Piece?
Zoro from One Piece.
Yeah, that's what I
and,
thought.
Kuwabara.
Yeah.
Those are up there.
So like they that and
I'm
then,
reading the Yu Yu Hakusho manga right now. While Kuwabara goaded.
Well, yes, he's
Goated.
goated as fuck.
Not a main character.
Main cast.
Anyways, so before this
Main cast,
conversation,
maybe.
Yeah.
hey,
Hey,
settle.
MC, main cast. I just thought it meant something else.
So this is the conversation that got me dragged into the Discord. This is what happened.
Kuwabara, though,
Goated.
goaded.
Yeah.
Like
He's amazing.
I want to discuss him.
He's amazing.
Eventually, we'll get into it.
So funny because like we will come up with an outline. Like we'll basically be like, hey, here's the idea for next week's episode.
Yeah.
And then we don't follow that idea.
Yeah. Well, and we can already.
Or I just don't watch anime.
Yeah. Or.
And I shoot from the hip.
Or yeah, well,
Yeah, as you do.
Tristan is known like especially when we do list episodes. Me and Rex say to each other, "Tristan's not going to bring a list." So
No,
like,
I never do.
So we don't. We just tell him what the thing is, and we're like, he's not going to bring a list.
Hey, it works out. And honestly, I wouldn't be true to myself if I brought a list.
And I think that's the truth. And I think it also comes with, and I think that's why the quality has I hope and I think has improved so much. Is I don't even think about microphones anymore. Have you gone back and listened to the first episode?
Not,
Where it's just me and you?
Yeah, I was about to say, not recently.
Go back.
It's not great.
Go back.
Yeah, I was about to say, the last time I listened to it was probably like, I think we were around episode 40 or so.
Go back.
It's not
Go
great.
back. I think the content of the episode's good.
Yeah, the content's great. I know the
But
quality's not there.
Boy.
Our personality is tough.
But the
Yeah.
other thing is it's so funny because there was a large shift in audio quality when we got the pop filters.
Well, that and
We weren't talking like this on
we
the
weren't going on a man. All right.
Okay, boys.
I actually,
Let's not do this.
I actually hate ASMR. I hate it.
Really?
I fucking dude. I'll be scrolling the TikTok, right, as one does, and ASMR.
Not making TikToks.
Not
just
making
scroll.
TikToks because I'm too busy scrolling.
Because that has fallen on me.
Hey, you
no.
wanted it.
I mean, just fair.
You wanted it.
Listen, I need a new hobby to hyperfixate on.
Gotcha.
What can I say?
Hey, but I was scrolling. ASMR comes up. I fucking want to throw my phone.
There is only one ASMR I actually will like
Especially
pay
when they do
attention
this. They do the little tapping on the
No,
microphone.
fuck that noise. See, the only one that I actually enjoy all is the people that are Gunpla. Like, they do ASMR videos.
You know what? The one where they're pulling all the little pieces out of like the big.
Well, no, they'll just like click them like instantaneously, and I don't know. It's just Gundams. I enjoy it.
I really
Also because they're really good at making them.
I don't know. The ASMR of peeling that plastic film off a TV is real nice.
No,
y'all
that
are
upsets
wild.
me because
Y'all
then
are wild.
I'm not the one getting to pull it.
I like to pull it.
Yeah, I like to be the one.
I like to pop the bubble wrap.
Yes. I
do
don't
like
like to watch people pop bubble wrap.
Yeah, that's crazy. Sometimes I go to Home Depot, buy a whole thing of bubble wrap.
No, you don't.
No, I don't. But
Don't lie to the people. Who do you think you are?
I don't know. I gotta look at the script. Where's the script at?
I think it's in. I think you hit it inside of Vinland Saga Volume 1.
All right, let's talk about Vinland Saga Volume 1. Thorfinn. Hell of a character.
Goated.
Goated main character, that
For sure.
guy. But no,
Sure, Oscalot's not the main character.
great character.
Great character, but no.
No, I don't know. But yeah, I think that pretty much wraps up the questions that I had for you guys. Because really, the last question, which we kind of just really spent like 30 minutes talking about, was kind of, what do you want to achieve kind of with Anime Unraveled?
I think it's the same. I think it's the same as last year to grow the community. I mean, I think it's going to be the same as every year. Like, we could have 10 million subscribers, and I would still be like, yeah, I just want us to grow. Like, and I want us to grow because like I like the interactions. I like getting the anime recommendations, the manga recommendations, and stuff like that. Like, we just got one. It was Magic Destroyers on the last episode. You guys should watch it. It's real mid. I saw that comment and I said, I'm in. I love mid anime.
Hey,
I don't care what anyone says. I am
Malcolm in the middle.
I will say this podcast has made me more open to mid anime, but it's also made me watch a lot more anime in English.
I have not done that.
Yeah, I know.
Gotta say, I have not.
Dubs.
Yeah, dubs are great for mid anime. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. 100%.
What's the one?
Hero Academia.
Yeah, My Hero Academia.
No, we weren't supposed to. No,
I'm kidding.
What's some of the spring ones that we were talking about, like last episode?
Imminence of Shadow.
I've already finished that.
I have watched Imminence of Shadow.
All of it?
No, I got to I Am Atomic. That episode.
That's a moment.
Something Delusions. God, I can't.
You didn't like it? Aw.
That's my review of Imminence of Shadow. It's garbage. It's not good.
I mean, I think it's garbage.
But it's like I told Rex though. I think what's happened, right? It's your fault. I think what's happened.
Too much isekai.
Too much isekai. I've watched 100 episodes of Sword Art, and I tried to watch more isekai because I was like, this isekai thing that people are talking about is pretty fucking good. And then I started. I was like, never mind. Backing up. I was like the Peter Griffin. I just slowly backed up. He slowly backs out of doors. Like he opens the door, sees what's going on.
I thought you were talking about like the
Homer Simpson in the bush.
Either one.
Memes.
Yeah, memes. I was talking about backing out memes because
the only thing JoJo's is good for. Guys, this has been a wild ass episode.
Banger music.
Wow. Wow, just gonna end on the fucking JoJo stuff.
How could you?
Fair. I started this podcast as a JoJo fan.
That's fair.
Are you not?
No, I am. I'm just more disconcerting than you.
Yeah.
I mean, I recognize when JoJo's goes off the rails.
No, you don't.
What I'm saying is JoJo's is more bad than good anyway.
Brother.
I'd say it's close, but I'd say it's 60-40. I'd say it's 60-40.
I don't know. I disagree. I do admit there is a lot
of... we have 43 more subscribers, and then I have to watch all of JoJo's again.
I got to watch all of Hunter.
I got to watch the rest of it.
Yeah, I had to finish Hunter x Hunter and Sword Art. Disgusting.
Good luck with Sword Art.
Yeah, I know.
They didn't end it good.
Did you? Yeah, the way that there's
the last episode's real weird because then
I'll get there.
Yeah, we can talk about it.
We'll talk about it later.
Sword Art ends really weird. You know, we didn't really talk about anime. Like we did, but we didn't. We talked about Anime Unraveled.
That's what it's all about. Episode 100. You followed us for maybe 100 episodes. Maybe this is your first episode. Either way, thanks for watching to the end.
Oh God, yeah.
If you've made it
this far,
yeah, really appreciate it.
I'm still trying to figure out how long we've actually been recording because it's been like
3 cuts,
17 cuts.
Yep. I mean, at least an hour.
Hey, boys, by episode 200. 1, we're going to get this figured out. 2, Gintama. Let's talk about it.
Oh, yeah. Are you doing that now?
We are not making that bet again.
Gintama, episode 200. Let's go.
Well, actually, now we have 100 episodes to get there. So, in theory,
if we do
episode
100, that's 100 episodes. So, that's what, 7?
We had the same conversation in like episode fucking
70 or 60.
whatever it was.
So, it'd be another 2 years.
Yeah, we're good.
We have 2 years to get there.
Yeah.
I still don't see us making it.
Wait till Anime Unraveled, episode 200, when we don't talk about Gintama.
Watch it happen at like 150. We're just like, we decided to watch some. Not all, but some.
Maybe we'll have a watch party in the Discord.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah. I could set that up.
Yeah, so.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us if you're on the YouTube at Anime Unraveled Pod. Please leave a review, like, and subscribe. It really helps us out.
You remember when you used to say follow?
Yeah, I did all the time, dude.
Good times.
Hey, at least now I got it down.
Good times.
I've learned.
Yeah, and if you want to check us out in short bursts and you want to see Tristan's masterpieces, check us out on the TikTok.
Don't do that.
He's
Don't do that.
talking
Don't
over
do that.
there, boys. He's getting it done.
Tristan is gonna have to figure that out.
Yeah, Tristan out there. Look, hey, that recent video he just uploaded. Ooh, it's so nice. Look at him. Look at
Now-
all that work he's gonna do.
Now, when you see the audio not matching our mouths,
Yeah,
don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
100%.
It's because we're dubbing ourselves.
Because in all
We're
fairness,
big fans of Kung Pao. You remember that?
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
come power in the face.
I'm gonna do it original Godzilla style.
it's gonna
I'm gonna
be great.
have the audio like just a few seconds behind our mouths moving.
Perfect. I can't wait. But
beautiful.
yeah, Anime Unraveled pod on the TikTok with the kids.
With the kids, guys. Yes, I am taking over the TikTok. That is something that's going to be a little bit of trial and error for me. So just bear with me while I get that figured out. As you guys know, I'm working on the Discord server. That information will be up in the link tree before long. It is the end of the episode. It is my favorite part of the episode. It is the part where I tell you guys, please make sure to leave a review, like, and subscribe. It really helps us out. It gets our name out in the algorithm. If you've made it to the end of this episode, again, I would like to thank you. I know we didn't talk about anime or manga. We just kind of talked about
We talked about anime.
A little bit. But don't worry, next week we'll be coming back
We'll
hard.
be coming back. We did want to kind of give a peek behind the screen of what it is like to record a podcast, kinds of the pros and cons. Obviously, you know, those are going to be different for everyone based on your financial and time constraints, so on and so forth. So just, if you've made it to the end of this episode, thank you. Please look forward to future content.
Yeah, and fellas,
Fellas, we coming in close?
coming close.
Oh, it's been a minute.
Hey, man. Hey, well, how y'all been? It's been a minute, huh? Since we came in close. But yeah, hey, I just want to say to the listeners, hey, thanks for sticking with us for 100 episodes. Maybe I can't wait for Anime Unraveled episode 1000. It's gonna be fantastic. Also,
Up there with Oda.
also, I wouldn't want to do it with anybody else.
Neither would I.
fellas. All right. See you next week. Bye.